repairing. Just here I got a bit close. There's no air gap between the top blower and the hull, and I went through the hull a bit. So I can cut the middle and lever it out. Should be good. Lovely foam. Sponge. Over done to my boat. Remove the sponge. Good. Progress. Seems to be that most creation or repair seems to start with a bit of destruction. You might as well embrace it.
Apparently I'm an amateur.
Oh, everybody needs to start somewhere. So we're just placing the studs for the keel strip retaining. So the edges will weld in here, take those two pieces together, and then drill a hole through the hull and attach these on, put the bolt in, and we put a bit of hot nut over the top, stop the resin getting into the threads, and then fiberglassing over the whole thing to allow us to bolt a replaceable keel strip on, made from plastic. Every 30 centimeters or so. And then just a case of getting in there, roughing it all up with a grinder without going through the hull. Just enough to like do that. Key it in. Boat progress. Just thought I'd get a close up of the transom. Really pleased with this. Got all the old rotten stuff out and put some oak back. Ooh, I like the combination. Stainless steel on oak. Beautiful. Really lovely. Bit too thick though. My engine mount's only 65mm between the stud and the bracket. So I think I'll just sand that off. Enough to be able to slip the engine on, and if it starts chewing the wood I'll maybe cut it back further to get the wear plate back in. I'll leave that just now. Yeah, I like, it's good, and hopefully today, weather permitting, another lovely Scottish summer's day. At least it's not raining at the moment. Get it dry. Glass in the ridge, the studs for the strip. Stick the floor down. Bob's your uncle. With any luck. Everybody loves grinding at fiberglass. Something really nice about being coated at high speed, itchy, super fine particles of glass. Highly recommend it to anybody who wants to do some grinding. Get into GRP. You'll absolutely love it.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you fix holes in boats.
Okay. So these are the nuts. They're going to be captured nuts and glass over them. From experience, when you get captured nuts in glass, what I've seen happening is the boat gets stuck and you wind up putting more pressure on it, and then the bond just breaks on the nut and it starts spinning behind the glass, and you have to drill it out, cut it out, some shit. So I'm going to try putting a big T on it. Getting there, so just a bit of stainless bar, M6 bar connector, stainless. A few fails. These are the fails. 1, 2, 5. Hot. Almost hot, by the way. So like five fails out of. I'm trying to get 12 in total to go along the keel. What's happening in the fails? I think they're just overheating. So the weld in here is just heating up the thread when it's either melting or it's just changing shape enough to make the bolts jam. So I've turned it down a couple of notches to 70 amps, and it seems to be looking a lot better. It's wetting out fine, so it should be good. Not too many amps when welding stainless. Actually want the threads retained. I guess it's squishier than steel. Nice. Is Ben working hard? Brushing out the dust. Not sure how we could have done it differently, because we didn't know the profile to take to allow the sump to drain at the back here until we'd stuck the wood down. So we got one coat of glass over most of it, which should make it fairly solid. And now we're de-dusting, and we're going to lay another layer of glass all the way over and down, so completely sealing the yoke, which will reinforce the keel as well, because we hope to put a drop keel in here, maybe up to there, if we ever get the sailing dinghy. Boots with the sailing dinghy, take the drop keel out box and we'll fit it in there. So there's obviously somewhere else to put the plywood. I was going to stretch from here to there and up. It feels solid, very good, much improved. And leaving an air gap, so we'll the stuff we've ground in here will give a quick paint of resin just to seal it and stop the water soaking in too much. little unsure about where to put drain plugs, because presumably the central layer will hopefully never get water in it, but if it does, you know, you ride a rock and you put a hole in a crack somewhere, the water gets in, it's got to get out, so possibly putting a drain plug in the keel well there, or maybe up here, not sure, and we cut a slot here for the surface water, but the stuff in the air gap, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so maybe filling it with polystyrene beads, but leave us the option, and maybe I like the idea of pressurizing it so you can test it before you set out as well. So you know if there's a crack somewhere in the hull and you can fix it from the outside. But this is looking really great. Awesome, Ben. Ben's not saying much. What's he saying?
Busy.
Brush, bitch. Plop it out. We're just basically wetting out the entire surface we want to do. We're painting everything. Like here with resin.
Here.
Yeah, from there. We should record it. You have to drink too much vodka. There, I've left the pirate beach. Yeah, pretty much the same. That much out. Good. But I guess we're going to cut it all anyway, so we have enough to do. Progress. So last night it got dark. We got the plywood screwed down along the central line here, the oak reinforcements, and then this morning I got the joints taped and around the edges taped to allow the next 2 layers of glass to wet out nicely without too many bubbles. I've got a sump over here for the water, so when water comes in off your boots and whatnot, it drains out the hole. Right, it's looking really good. Please. Solid as a solid thing. Also coated the underside of the plywood with one coat of resin, just to stop water absorption. You know, if this water gets into the air gap. Nice, it's looking good. Hopefully, the weather's still not looking particularly good. With a slight break, cut the sheets of glass out of the glass mat, and hopefully, if not, I can throw the plastic over, but it gets pretty fucking stinky. So I'm thinking about roving, just using straight roving. I've just got a bunch of it, so I'm going to use it. Try the first layer. I'm not sure how it goes down compared to a chopped strand mat. I've got a whole roll of it. I'm just going to freeze, so I'm going to try. But seam, probably the first one would be a strip up the middle with 2 little strips either side. It's about 1 metre wide. 2 little strips either side, and then the next layer, the final layer, I'll do 2 strips, one down either side, kind of profile to shape the hull. Hopefully, just come up the ridge a little bit. Up the wall of the boat, and we'll see. And if the first layer doesn't go well with the roving, I'll revert to drop strand mat. More lovely Scottish weather. Not ideal for fiberglassing. So, I really didn't enjoy using the roving. There's a shitload of nasty blisters to grind out. There must be some secret dance to do to make it fucking stick down without blistering. Not very enjoyable. The bits that stuck down look pretty good. Nice thin, and I imagine strong layer. But there's a lot of grinding. And the fuzz it generates when it's ground like little snowballs of doom. So I'm going to have a go at just going to put a layer of top strand mat on top to finish it off. This project's wearing a little thin, and the weather is not helping us. Still, it'd be boring if it was easy. We got a break in the weather. Finally, got some more sticky stuff down. Chop strand mat goes down a whole lot easier than roving. A lot easier. It's almost enjoyable. Aye. So just let that cure. I'll grind off any loose fibres and give it a little lick of resin with some pigment in. And I might also mix some sand in with the pigment. Try and make a bit of a non-slip textured surface. That's the plan. I imagine the sand will get worn away in foot traffic and it'll just leave sticky up lumps of resin. So I'm thinking I could buy the proper stuff, but I don't have it, so I won't use it. Quite pleased with that. It's probably 3 times stronger than it needs to be, but I like it. It makes sense. Ta-da! Too easy.